So this is a quick update again. So here's the thing. Here's all these metal sheets that are going on the wall. And they're going on the inside of the wall of the container, and we're getting ready to wrap the whole thing up. We're coming very close. But so here's the thing, you know, above the house we got Coca-Cola Zero. The name of the program that I was told to name my radio program was This Is It Before the Fire, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now there's a zero above my house after the bug mania, which is the reason I was told to do the container in the first place, to show that the New Jerusalem would be kept from the hour testing, which part of that is, you know, the locusts coming out of the pit. So anyway, so now we're wrapping up the container. George has been with me since we started this thing, and so he's gotten to see a lot of interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So this is going to be the back right-hand corner, and I told George, I told you I already knew what was going to be in the front, right?
He told me, he's like, look, I know what's gonna happen in the at the front of the container. You know, I got the design. I don't know what I'm gonna do at the back. So he stands around and we're just trying to figure stuff out.
We're laying it all out so it's doable. So we built this little thing. I said first we gotta build the area so it's gonna go smoothly. And so while we're doing it, I'm just praying, hey Lord, what is it you want me to do? You know, can you kind of give me an idea? And so all of a sudden it just comes into my head that I'm going to do a circle in the middle and then some concentric circles, and I'm telling George, yeah, let's do that. And then all of a sudden I just hear in my spirit the QRST complex. Well, I've been in an intensive care cardiac before and I know what that is. It's like an EKG. It's the QRST complex. And so I told George, I told you that, right?
Yeah, you told me that.
And so then what did I say? Let's go.
He's like, let's go check out a couple pictures so we can see how exactly, you know, how we're gonna do this. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we walk in, he pulls it up on the computer, Google Images, EKG. Yep. We found one that we liked, and we're like, okay, you know, maybe this is what we're gonna do.
Yep. And I said, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna do the background first. And then I was looking at the graph itself, and I said, and in my mind I was telling myself, okay, for the grinder you're gonna go, you know, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. So I was getting my brain ready for it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, so we got all this stuff set up across the street from my house even. So all of a sudden I just say, you know what? So here's the thing, I gotta have a Coke for some reason. I don't drink a lot of Cokes.
He don't drink a lot of Cokes. Plus he already had his Coke for the day.
Yeah, what's really weird is all of a sudden I need a Coke. And I don't even drink, I rarely drink a soda. And I said, you know what, I just gotta have one. So here's the options. I can go take you home on the way to get a Coke, or if you wanna stay and work for a few more hours, we can go grab a Coke and come back. And so George said,
I'm gonna go ahead and stay. I'm gonna go ahead and stay, and I'll work 2 more hours, no problem.
And so then I said, well, I want to do a perfect circle. So I said I could use a pot, you know, from cooking, and we could use a magnet to hold it down so I could get the grind around the edge. I want a perfect circle to start. And so we played around with that. And I said, you know what, let's just go get a metal cheap trash can, and we can put this big magnet we have. We have these giant magnets, and we can just magnet it down in the middle and get it started. So I'm planning all this out. When we zip over to Office Max and we walk in, they don't have any metal trash cans. And I said, you know what, let's just grab the Coke. I said, you know, I think I have one at home that'll work. When we walked into Office Depot, the very first thing we saw was this entire display of circles that are, you know, it's a new kind of packaging for printer paper. It's just really unusual. It's a big giant circle in the middle of the package, and you can see through it to see all the different colors of paper, and it like makes a sun. And I stop and I'm like, wow, that's weird. And then I look at George, I go, that's kind of weird, right? And we're both like, yeah, that's kind of weird.
The entire wall.
The entire wall.
The name of the paper was called Astro Bright.
And so there's no way not to see it is the point. That's all you see. And so we're like, wow, that's weird. And so, you know, no big deal. So we go look for the trash can. They don't have it. We get our sodas. We leave. I'm coming home. I'm going to go get this drive-through chicken thing. And I just make a U-E. I'm like, no, we're going over here. And I'm like, we're just going to go here. And I just run into this place called Chipotle, which is a longer line than going through a drive-through and all that. And we go through the line, and there's a girl that's got, you know, these 2 heart tattoos, which was kind of weird because on the EKG thing that we looked at, there was this heart on the EKG thing, and I looked at it, no big deal. Then I go to check out, and I hand the girl, you know, my debit card, and when I hand it to her, she reaches out, and right here she's got the EKG on her arm, and the whole place is metal on the inside. I was just like, I told you, George, I'm not in control. Does that sound about right?
Right on the money, because as like I said, the tattoo was like nothing bigger than my pinky nail. For us to catch it and, you know, just see it and actually feel like it was this big was just amazing, you know. And then like you said, the entire restaurant is made of metal, like all the walls, the exact same thing. I'm freaking out because it's like
I've never seen it like
He's
never seen it work like that. Clay's back there laughing because Clay's seen this so many times, and I have too. I've seen it repetitively for 15 years, and so now you got to see it.
Yeah.
How was it?
Incredible.
Crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah, there we go. All right.